is Saturday, the 10th of July, day 71 of my AT 2021. So what I wanted to try to do was to catch up about my knee. So last week I had injured it on Bear Mountain, and I went first to make a phone call to the VA out in Phoenix and talked to somebody from travel, and they sent me to a triage nurse, and a triage nurse said they would put a note in and I could go see anybody at the VA on the East Coast, and if I couldn't get in there, then I could go to an urgent care or an emergency room. So being the day after the 4th of July, the VA was closed, of course. So I went to an urgent care. Cooley something in Massachusetts, which is fighting me as far as getting some money out of me because the only insurance is the Veterans Administration insurance, and they couldn't figure out how to bill for that. But they keep on sending me to fill out a survey. So number one, it took a long time to get in. Number two, they really didn't do much of a diagnosis. They just had me pull up my pant leg and kind of checked for the sound structure of the leg and how much wincing that I did, and didn't compare the two legs, putting a drape over me or putting on some paper shorts, or I could zip off the bottoms of my legs or something like that. They didn't compare either one of them. And so all that they did was put on an ace bandage at the top and one at the bottom. And when they did that, they dropped one of the metal fastener clips for the ace bandage onto the floor and proceeded to put it back on me. They did the old-fashioned thermometer in the mouth test as well for part of my vitals. And I don't know, I cannot believe with today's technology that you drop stuff on the floor and you give it to the patient and you use the old thermometers. So later on, I got a phone call from the travel at the Bennington, Vermont VA, and they contacted my primary care, which I've never seen because they changed right before I started on the AT, and as well as my ortho. And I did have surgery on my right knee recently, like about 1.5 years ago. And they saw that in my files, but they didn't see anything on my left knee, which if they went farther into my information, they would have seen that my left knee was operated on when I was in the military, and that I have 90% disability, which means that all of my health care is free. But they didn't see any of that, and so they wanted me to drive all the way back to Phoenix to try to be seen by my primary, which means a 6-week wait usually, and then to try to get into ortho, just all to try to get a shot, or an MRI, or an x-ray, whatever. It was going to take 6 weeks to 6 months to maybe get everything done that I wanted to get done, and I'm not going to play that game. To me, I think that we ought to have universal health care in the United States. Doesn't matter where you go, you should be able to see and be treated kindly and respectfully and completely. So part of the problem that I have with both of my knees is the left knee. When I was in the military, they cleaned up some of the ACL. There's only 25% attached. I have no lateral or medial meniscus, and so it's very weak. I try to keep it strong by doing some isometrics, and that Bear Mountain kind of injured the PCL is what they're thinking, the tendon on the back of the knee. And the right knee, they did the same thing. They just cleaned up some tears. So they didn't fix it by putting in a new ACL, whether it be a cadaver or part of my hamstring muscle. They didn't do a knee replacement, which now, over 50 years old, I've got bone on bone because I just don't have the ligaments that are there and the tendons that are there that should keep the muscles or the bones from hitting each other. So I'm really upset. Like I said, universal health care, you should be able to go and get whatever you need to have done. I should be able to get in. I should be able, within a couple of days, get an MRI, and I should be able to get either a gel shot or a cortisone shot done. But no. So with that said, I am back in Massachusetts. Yesterday, I did a couple of road stop areas. It was pretty muddy and rainy and everything. Today is supposed to be pretty good. I'll do a little bit of town walking, and then I'll move up to Vermont and head southbound to try to get the Massachusetts-Vermont border done. And that should be about a 6-mile hike in and out. So it is what it is. They say no pain, no rain, no main. And I'm gonna do as much as I can. My goal is to get to Katahdin and get up there and get it done. So I'm gonna try to make this happen as best as I can. And I would really have loved to have stayed on trail the whole time and camped and did the miles, did the whole experience. But it is what it is. You hike your own hike. Maybe some other time I might be able to restart this whole thing and push through the whole thing. So it is what it is right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking my breakfast, finish doing my laundry, check out of here and start making today happen. So it is what it is. This is where I'm at. I'm gonna be probably in pain, but I've got a knee brace, I've got KT tape, I've got salves for my knee, both icy hot type stuff, Bengay type stuff, and some stuff from the past, which has got THC in it, and got ibuprofen. I'm gonna do this, however much it hurts. Check in with you later. And good morning again. So I made it to the trailhead on Golf Road. There's the kiosk, and that's where the trail heads north. And I am going to do a 1.5 mile town walk and then come back to my vehicle. So let's get to hiking. Okay, there's my vehicle. There's another trail going up behind it, but the AT goes that way. And right across is a trail for the boulders. So we're supposed to be on this road. Don't see any trail markers though. I'll check back with you later. Whose house? I went by this the other day when I was up here. Didn't get a chance to stop and take a picture of it. Whose house has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places 2010 by the United States Department of Interior. I don't know what's so special about the Whose house. Gonna have to look that one up on the internet. Mountain over there is Day Mountain, a little bit south and east of Dalton. And I am heading southbound right now. Somewhere near the top of it is a place called K Wood Shelter. Wish my knee felt better, I'd go up there. So I have KT tape on the back of my leg. I saw on YouTube how to apply it if you've got problems with the back of your leg. And right now I can feel it like irritating it because of the adhesive strip. I don't really feel like it's doing a whole lot besides that. Chafe back there. Chafe started in March in Georgia, and he's got a deadline to get to today, trying to make some miles and get to an outfitter. He's a hammocker. He needs to get a bug net. He says up until now he hasn't really needed it, but now the bugs are coming out. So, catch in with you later. And we have the Housatonic River. Once again, we crossed it numerous times down in Connecticut. Not really flowing a whole lot here. Fairly clear, but definitely tanniny. Housatonic Street. Past the cool old rail car. That's awesome. So I just saw Wild Man. He's like, man, I wish there was a way to bypass all this muddy area. And I said, yeah, I agree. If it would just stop raining and dry out, it'd be nice. Reminds me of my former job in the construction days. Street closed, I guess. Dalton. thing that people see when they head down Day Mountain. I'm just gonna cross the railroad, stop or dismount. Head up a little bit up the hill and then turn around. Sign for the AT there. Looks like it goes up and through there. Slow and steady, one step at a time, protecting my knee. Every little bit of exercise in it is good. See anybody? Alright, back down into the town of Dalton for a 1.5 mile hike. Okay, I'm heading back northbound, back to my vehicle. I have actually 4 bars of cell service, it's so nice. Careful bullets. They're different. Pretty cool.
Hi everybody, my name is Facts, and I grew up in Florida, but I've been living out west for 3 years, boondocking in the canyons of Utah, climbing the mountains of Colorado, just living my best possible life, and I'm super blessed to be doing a great section of the Appalachian Trail this year, 2021. I'm sitting at Tom Lavardi's house, a trail angel who's been taking care of hikers for 42 years here. And he has been the most hospitable host ever you could ask for. Cool. I've had a tent set up for a couple days now. I'm loving getting to meet all these wonderful hikers, and yeah, and it's been great, and looking forward to awesome adventures along the way too.
And I last met you at the Dover Tree. We finally figured out. Yeah.
Dover Tree, the biggest white oak on the entire Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And Featherfoot, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up? I'm Featherfoot. I'm from Maryland, and I had to get off the trail for a little bit to get a job because I'm broke. And I got a phone bill coming up, so I got to find a job.
All right. Good.
But it doesn't matter. I did 500 miles, and that's more than some people have done.
And last time I saw you, I want to say it was like Carlisle or...
I don't even remember.
It was Pennsylvania-ish.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
All right.
I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
I'm not a through hiker.
You're not a through hiker.
Yes, I feel just do the through hiker. I did it last century.
good puzzle to make. So, and hiking up a hill. And legs can definitely tell that I haven't done too much walking in the last week. 10 days, basically. So they are a little sore. But it does feel good to get out and use them. But when I turned around the railroad and started coming back before I got to Tom Lavardi's, I just about face planted. For some reason, cannot pick up my feet and almost biffed it. There was a guy that was weed whacking. I don't know if he saw me flapping my wings as I was trying to keep myself upright or not. Oh boy. So it's not too much further. Then I can sit and rest for a little bit and see if I'm gonna be able to do that Cheshire Town walk too. It's not as far as this one is. And I do need to go to the post office because I have a son-in-law whose birthday's coming up and I got him a card and I need to get that off in the mail. So, check in with you later. Okay, I am back to the trailhead, back to my vehicle. Did 3 miles in less than an hour and a half. And that's with stopping and talking to Wild Man and stopping at Tom Lavardi's house. That was pretty cool. And feels good to be back. I'll rest and relax and see whether or not if I want to do the town walk in Cheshire. I hope so. I want to get it done.